So I'm going to tell you guys a secret weapon on how to elevate your photography, and that is going to be using stuff like these. These are lens filters. I have 7 next to me. I'm going to talk about them all real quick. The first one that I'm going to use is going to be our star filter. This one here, if I put it up to here, you're not going to see a big change, but when I use like a light coming in, it's going to create like a nice little star effect, which is really, really cool compared to like here, kind of see that difference. The next one that I have is going to be called the subtle dream filter. So what it's going to do is going to take a lot of highlights and images and just kind of soften them. So if you see here, we'll bring that light back, kind of softens where the light is compared to here. You kind of see it right there. All right, so next up that I'm gonna have is gonna be very similar to the subtle dream one. This is gonna be called a Cine Soft filter. So I'm gonna put it here. Again, it's gonna make everything just a little bit softer. And then if I use that, you can see it's a little bit more intense compared to the subtle dream, which is cool, you know? So I have a lot of filters that are like the subtle dream and the Cine Soft. These next 3 are just a little bit funkier, I guess would be the best way to put it. This first one here is going to be called the nostalgia filter. So you're going to see it right away once I put it towards the camera. You're going to see here, it's going to create more of like a warm yellowish kind of hue, but it's still going to create that nice soft haze that you see, which is really cool. I love using this filter, especially if I want to get those warmer looks, which I really have for a lot of my photos that I do. Next one is gonna be very similar to nostalgia, except for it being yellow, it's actually gonna be like pink. This is gonna be the rose filter. I got this one originally for when I did the Barbie shoot back in July, and it was really fun. But I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I thought it was gonna be kind of a gimmicky one-off thing, but I actually use this one a lot. This filter I also use a lot for like sunsets, because it really just kind of like brings out the colors of it all, which is super, super cool and unexpected. But again, so like this is with it, this is without it, this is with the light. As you can see, it just kind of makes that nice soft look. All right, the last one that's gonna have in that similar vein is gonna be actually a mixture of the dream effects. I have the subtle dream, but this is gonna be like the dream effects filter, and then it's also gonna be the Starburst filter. It's called the Moody filter, based on the photographer Moody Darkroom, who used to combine those 2 filters. And this is what the looks like. So it's gonna be like this. Again, creates that nice soft look, and then as you can see, has that nice like starburst effect, which is super, super cool. So if you wanted to combine the 2, it's a super cool look that you can do. I will say it's very stylized. So with that being said, it's not something I use all the time, but if I wanted something a very like stylistic look, I'll use that one. If you want to see some really good examples, look at Moody Darkroom. His photos are phenomenal. That's why the filter's named after him. And then lastly, this one here is one of my newest filters. It's called the Halo filter. Not like the video game, there's just the Halo filter, and you'll see when I put it up to the camera, a little hefty. It's gonna go like this. So as you can tell, it looks like this. Lights, if you can see, it kind of goes around like the outer ring, which is super, super cool. And it's like a hefty boy. Like, look at this thing. Like, can I get the thing to focus? Yeah, like it's thick. So it's a really cool filter. This is something I used actually recently on a proposal. There was a bunch of Christmas lights in the area, and I kind of just used that to really kind of just create this really cool effect. Again, this was like for like one photo. This was not something that you would use for the entire shoot. But if you really wanted to do something to kind of be like, whoa, that's a really cool photo, and you do that. Filters, use them. They're super cool. Definitely recommend them. What's really cool also is I have like an affiliate link through Prism Lens FX. So if you ever want to buy some yourself, you can always use the code Kane, get like 10% off, which is really cool. I love using them. I have 7 of them myself. I will probably have more by the end of next year, or the start of next year, we'll see. These are something I'd love to have just in my bag to really kind of create that extra photo. You never know when you'll use it. For instance, back to that same proposal, I used 2 filters. I used the Moody filter, and then I also used the Starburst filter. I used this for one because I saw that the guy, he had a ring box with a light in it, and the light was hitting the ring really pretty, and it was creating this little effect, but it was also shooting at like really, really dark. So I put this on so I can still get that star effect to really kind of emphasize the diamond, which is really cool. But again, if you ever want to use these, go for them. If you don't, you don't have to. Yeah,